Props to the Rockets for even making it a game, because after that first half, I thought the series was over. But way too many turnovers for the Rockets. They can't make easy shots consistently. 17 turnovers to be exact, leading to 25 points off turnovers for the Warriors. Overall, just getting into their offense was a struggle. The Warriors' ball pressure was very impactful. Nobody could consistently get past their defender off the dribble, resulting in late shot clock situations, resulting in the Rockets starting their offense beyond the three-point line consistently. At one point, they just let Sengun bring it up the court because that was their best option to get into their offense early. Shout out the Warriors' defense. They did their job. The only consistent offense for the Rockets was Sengun and offensive rebounds. Now, the obvious big difference in this game was the shot making. Steph Curry was unbelievable. The Rockets played as good of defense that you can play against him, to be honest, and it didn't really matter. You just have to tip your cap and move on. Some of the layups he hit in the first half were mind-boggling. Then, of course, that three after a blown call was just devastating, to say the least. But it also wasn't just him. Jimmy Butler had timely, tough shots, long contested twos, heavily contested layups. And then on the other end, the Rockets were breaking everything in anything. Overall, the Warriors were just a step ahead in the shot-making category. And as I mentioned, on the other end, they were bricking. Jalen Green and Fred VanVleet, the backcourt was hideous. They shot a combined 7 of 34, 20% from the field. Jalen Green, in his first playoff game, most likely had jitters because he was struggling to create separation all night long. He was hunting Steph Curry pretty consistently, and Steph Curry was like, okay, whatever. He just kept him in front. There was no friendly matchup for Jalen Green to take advantage of, and when he got to the basket, he was out of control, constantly just praying for the refs to bail him out. Just a bad game all around, but on the bright side, I don't think he could get any worse. He was even missing wide open shots. He just had no rhythm, no confidence. Hopefully he's better next game. And honestly, I can live with bad jump shooting from the Rockets. That's just not their strength as a team. But the layups and transition play was very disappointing. 12 of 26 on layups for the game, 46%. 2 of 7 in transition. Only 4 fast break points. Meanwhile, the Warriors had 16. The Rockets need to win those categories because they are not a half-court minded offense. They thrive off creating turnovers and creating offense in the fast break situation, and that was nowhere to be found tonight. They also have to win the Curryless minutes. A big thing for the Warriors is Jimmy Butler was carrying units without Steph Curry. The Warriors were a +9 in the first half, with Jimmy Butler out there and Steph Curry resting on the bench. And overall, that second quarter is where the Rockets lost the game. 29 points for the Warriors. Meanwhile, the Rockets only scored 13 points. And it was really multiple role players doing great things with Jimmy Butler out there. Podziemski had big buckets during those Steph Curry-less minutes. Guy Santos even had a corner three. Buddy Hield also created a shot for himself, a step back. Meanwhile, the Rockets' offense was at a standstill. And of course, once Curry got back in the game, the Warriors just kept on rolling. And then in the second half, a key for the Rockets to get back in the game is the Warriors were a -2 in the minutes without Steph Curry. If Butler can win his lineups consistently without Curry, I mean, Houston Rockets just stand no chance. I would like to shout out Alperen Sengun. In his first playoff appearance, he was one of the only players who showed up from start to finish for the Rockets. He played with extreme confidence. He was the only consistent source of offense. He didn't let Draymond Green get in his head. 26 points, 9 rebounds, and his partner in crime, Sengun and Adams, was also really good, and he was a big part in the comeback on the night for the Rockets. They had a plus 11.1 net rating with Adams on the court. Meanwhile, with him off the floor, negative 31.2 net rating. The main reason for their comeback was they had 15 offensive rebounds in the second half, leading to 16 second chance points. But the thing is, they also kind of got offset in that category because in the second half, the Warriors also had 12 second chance points. And that stat right there alone just showcases how many points the Rockets left on the board. I mean, the Warriors got out-rebounded in the offensive rebounding category by 10, yet they're only 4 points behind in the second chance category, and you're telling me you can't score 20-plus points off of 15 offensive rebounds? I mean, come on now. Amen Thompson and Tari Eason had shaky games. Thompson really struggled in the first half, but settled in more during the second half. Both need to be more confident offensively. They're going to have to make shots. They're going to have to be confident to consistently take shots, even though they're missing. And the Warriors did a great job all night long, just taking away space because they knew Thompson was a non-shooter and he wasn't a threat every single possession offensively. The Rockets were a negative 16 with Thompson on the court. I was impressed that he had some big shots during that comeback, though, in the fourth quarter. It didn't seem like he was scared of the moment, despite not having a very good game. Jabari Smith was rough in his first stint, but in the second half, he played very well. He's going to be very important for them, in my opinion, since he's one of the best shooters on the team. I thought Brandon Podziemski had a low-key impactful game for the Warriors. He's not going to get the credit, but he deserves credit. He just made timely buckets, had an offensive rebound that led to a layup in a moment where the Rockets had all the momentum, and it was a tight game in that moment as well. He was also the only other Warrior in double figures besides Butler and Curry, finishing with 14 points. And get this, with both Podziemski and Butler on the court, the Warriors were a plus 16. That duo was a key ingredient in their victory. Both Butler and Podziemski just make winning plays consistently. Just overall, a very weird game. It's funny to see how different these teams are, and it's funny to see how different the Houston Rockets are because they win in such a unique way. They're not about offense, clearly. They're about toughness, defense, and offensive rebounding. It's going to be interesting to see how they respond in Game 2. Let me know your thoughts below in the comment section and leave a like and subscribe. I appreciate it.